you're live on the podcast. So Mwass is here, Mariah is here, the whole gang is here. Do you have a few minutes?
Yeah.
Unajua hii sauti?
Ina sound familiar.
Omoke, scared, bro. How many inches are you?
It's hard to tell.
What do you mean?
Hard to tell. That's that BDE.
On soft,
hard to tell.
So, it's hard to tell on soft,
Have to be hard to tell.
Okay.
my
what
gosh.
the fuck is going on?
First of all, are your flowers okay?
Are your flowers okay?
Bro, I miss my flowers. You didn't have to mention them.
Over 26. This is the
This is the Brunch Club.
Over 26. Welcome back to
The mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.
What up, my name is Chaxy, the mastermind, your main man, the beautiful Mariah and Mwass are around, the whole gang is around. We are Mic Check episode 17.
What's poppin', G?
Woo! Skia. Mulisema Mic Check is like a low dick, raw and uncut.
Even though I put a spoon.
Yeah. That's
It's raw and uncut.
Raw and uncut.
Your dad alikatwa. It's a question. It's like a low dick. Yeah. Do you know?
Sasa.
Your dad is low?
Sasa.
Yeah, I'm just
very
asking.
low.
Okay.
Do you know?
Hiyo nitajuaje?
But you said it's very low.
Yeah, so that answers
Of course,
it.
my dad is very low. Of course, he's a low man. So what am I supposed? He's very low, but how would I know about his package?
So he's raw and uncut.
how am I supposed to know about his package?
Wait, do you have brothers?
I have a brother.
Okay.
Yeah, she has
Yes,
a
my
younger
brother is very much
Raw and uncut.
No, he's very much circumcised.
Okay.
Okay.
I was not expecting that.
What are you
Christ,
expecting to
Chaxy.
limb men? Fuck off.
Like different African cultures, different ways of marking that you're a man. You are a man, no, like this.
But Luo
Are
used to-
you a man now? No, I think I am. Yes. Zile za Masai, you have to go kill a lion.
Yeah.
Come back. Hey.
we need to go back to those days when men were men.
Kwani now men are what?
Podcasters.
Oh my God. So talking about those days, bruh. So there's my tribesmen.
How they come through.
All 46 of us. Or same 45.
All the 46 of us.
Humans are
and as the official registered last born of the community. So there's this extract from a eulogy that was posted on Twitter, and someone sent it to me. It's from someone who doesn't live very far from where my rural home is, and
just read it for us.
so let me read. Damn. Let me start with. I'll skip a limo. But basically, they made sure we know that this guy joined school in 92, and in 2000 he dropped out at class 5.
Wait, 92 mpaka 2000. That's
Mpaka
like 8
2000.
years. Well, can we repeat mara kadhaa?
na
Clearly.
bado they still alimaliza kama kwa class 5. Then wamesema kwa upuzi wake. Kazi job, they say alikuwa anajishughulisha na kazi zake za kibinafsi na unywaji pombe haramu.
That's not too
This
far.
is what they're reading in his funeral. Na unywaji pombe haramu.
Me wanted to know, like, we have the digital copy. It looks like it was printed out on
This
something.
is an actual printout.
So this is a photo.
This is a picture.
That sounds like close to what my dad says I do in this Nairobi.
By the way, copy.
Anafanya tu vibarua hapa akitafuta kazi.
Except sasa unywaji wa
Hata
pombe
hapo
haramu.
unywaji, kuna siku Nicole akaniambia, "Ai, umelewa?" Nikamwambia, niko kwa nyumba. Siku hizi unakunywa sana?" And I think I need to address that.
Isn't your dad the person who drinks
Yeah,
consistently
my dad
four
has
times a week?
He
Yeah.
has scheduled Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Fridays.
And he goes to the same spots.
Schedules, yeah, same spots for 30 years.
Damn.
But my dad is a very disciplined. My dad cannot drink until it's 5 p.m. and he's retired.
Oh, wow.
Sana kangatu hivi home naambia, tukunywe ati, hey, haijafika 5. I'm like,
It's
Saturday, bro.
Then, next is now what I don't understand. Why is it here? So, Tohara / initiation. So, Tohara is Swahili for initiation. Baada ya kuacha shule ya msingi, alitahiriwa mwaka 2000 kwa rika yake at his own age. Because, in Kuria, in our tradition, circumcision is still a big deal.
Yeah.
I think we've said this before.
Yeah.
No? Even women, even girls are still circumcised up to date.
Shame.
And normally it happens, big shame. Hapo tu ndio tuna waache ujinga. Yeah, so it's a big deal, and most kids are circumcised. Maybe like class 5, 6 boys are circumcised. Okay. So hapa wali make sure tujue kwa rika yake, like at his own age.
Wait, but I thought Rika is like age group and age set.
Yeah, or okay. Ama miaka.
It just means you don't have to be the same age, but
Oh,
there's
really?
boys from like 11 to 14.
It could be a range.
Already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kwanza yeye vile alikuwa amerepeat shule mara kadhaa.
Then
But tumaliza.
ndoa marriage. And by the way, unajua iko na subtitle, it has subtitles. So ndoa marriage, marehemu amefariki bila mke yeyote wala mtoto katika familia.
Mtoto katika familia.
Yeah.
So kuna watu hii.
There could be a possibility. Maybe they don't know from the way it sounds.
Okay. Yeah. Then dini domination. Marehemu Mwita Maroa hakuenda kanisani hata siku moja.
I feel like hapo mwisho ni uongo. Hata siku moja hivi. Hata siku moja. Sunday school weddings.
And then what is this last one?
So I didn't even think of it like that.
Yeye ni kuwekele hakuna mse hapa jenda church.
And then they're describing how he died. Eti Kondiani ambaye ni Frederick alipatikana kwa mtaro karibu na police station ya Isibania. Yo, this is an actual eulogy, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is, I love how honest this shit is.
Me, honestly, I'm done with that one. Yeah. All this sugarcoating, because you guys are decaying a thief.
Yeah.
Like a proper kajaka ameua watu.
Okay.
You're there talking about that he was a nice person, or he was this, he was that. Honestly, this is the shit. I'm down with this one. Keep it raw.
Lakini,
and as raw as you can keep it.
I know we're keeping it honest, lakini kwa kazi. Mbona aseme, okay, shughulisha na kazi zake za kibinafsi ni sawa. Na unyaji pombe haramu hiyo ni kazi gani?
Sio nilo unaambianga tu kazi yako ni pombe kila saa. Hadi na stick.
Unyaji pombe haramu.
Oh my goodness.
Just for the record.
Wakuria mnaamua tu mnakufa bila lifeline.
Let me tell you.
Amwendi kanisa na mna watoto.
Hata siku moja. Hakukanyaga hata siku moja.
My goodness.
Oh my God. Man, shout out to my guys. That's why we need a Korean president. That's why I'm vying. Because we are honest people. Generally, we are honest people. Nimai kudanganya?
Yeah.
About what?
You're off the mics.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so shout out to this guy, man. Nani, let's move to Omoke.
Ooh.
Let's move to Omoke.
GK.
Mariah. So GK,
Me?
yeah. So there was a video on when was this? Saturday. Friday, whenever this happened. So there's a video Omoke posted on his stories. If you don't know Omoke is a professional videographer. And he posted a video of someone begging him not to record. I'm like, bro, this motherfucker records for living. So there was apparently GK Nyambura was the ex-girlfriend. Tuambie tu story.
Okay, okay, these are not my cup of tea. But from what I understand is, apparently he had sent a text before she pulled up, and he was like,
But this is April. This is Omoke posted the screenshot.
Was it
this
April?
Is from April, May.
What?
There was a conversation, from what you just checked, kulikuwa na conversation ya 6
She blabbed
May.
the dates.
Did she? So, in short, she pulled up and announced.
Yes. Okay, maybe unannounced or not, we don't know. We'll call Omoke in a bit. Omoke will tell us what happened.
She pulled up with her friends.
But she pulled up with a gang.
As you
At 4 in the
should.
morning.
Chaxy, am I calling you to go to my exes na
As you
utoke tu?
should.
Ai,
Tunaenda
As
kufanya
you
nini?
should.
Why? To do what?
kunisaidia kupack. Nimeenda
Shati
kuchukua
mbili na jeans
ngoza
moja.
zangu 4.
Girl back.
Hey,
So, and everything just broke loose. So,
So the babe went
to pick her clothes.
I like how she said it.
Because the Mochi won't let her go. There's so many cliffhangers to this story.
Listen.
Like,
we're calling Omoke.
Mi najua mi,
Let's
so
call
I saw
Omoke.
the video without context.
Yeah.
Mi nilikuwa tu kwa timeline alafu naona tu woo. Sikujua nini hapa. Mi nika-scroll tu. Then nikaanza kuona sasa kusema ati sana kwa na drama. Oh, that babe this, that guy this, that guy nini.
That's so, why you go back your leg.
Then I ended up at sijui. Now I went to Omoke's timeline and then nasikia sijui there's been instances, there's been sijui who gave who an STD, sijui what. It was hectic.
She broke his flower pots.
Yeah, she did. Omoke posted the videos.
Not the flower pots, babes.
Sasa maua zimekudia.
Imagine, not the flower pots.
Even other kind of frustration. But then, she was posting some weird things on her stories about abortion.
Yeah.
And 15K.
Claiming that she's trying, I think maybe she's alluding that she is pregnant. Because she was like, someone asked her, what's missing? She was like, my period. Then she was like, 15K is for abortion pills. Like, can you advertise ndio nipate hizo do?
You know,
let me ask, like, all this unprovoked, like, what wendanga tu online?
Yeah, you're willingly giving out your tea.
You know, each time there's something happening, and then I see the textbook on stories, ask me anything. I'm like, basically, unataka tu kujianika, but then you want people to prompt you so you can tell us. You could have literally just recorded a video and said what happened.
Yeah.
So it's always a setup. Let's call Omoke. Let's call Omoke. I want to know how many inches Omoke is. What do you guys want to know?
Nani alimchuna? Because she's claiming either Omoke ama Wochi alimchuna. Somebody pinched her.
Like,
Why are we pinching? Why are we pinching?
She said somebody pinched her.
Let's see.
But let me ask, alikuwa amekataza kutoka kwa nyumba ama alikuwa
Hata sijui.
GK ndiye atachukua? Tasikia woo.
Omoke.
Yes.
Omoke, what up, dog?
What's up, bro?
This is Chaxy.
Mm-hmm.
And you're live on the podcast. Mwass is here, Mariah is here.
The whole gang
Do you have
is
a
here.
few minutes?
Ati what?
I'm saying,
Yeah.
you're live on the podcast. So Mwass is here, Mariah is here, the whole gang is here. Do you have a few minutes?
Yeah.
Unajua hii sauti?
Ina sound familiar.
Omoke, scared, bro. How many inches are you?
Hey, it's hard to tell.
Hey.
What do you mean?
Big dick
hard
energy,
to
baby. That's that
Anataka
BDE.
muulize on soft
Hard
ama?
to tell.
So, it's hard to tell on soft ama.
Have to be hard to tell.
Oh
Okay.
my
What the
gosh.
fuck is going on?
First of all, are your flowers okay?
Are your flowers okay?
Bro, I miss my flowers. You didn't have to mention them.
The flowers are
Now
innocent.
you started this conversation on a side note.
Wow.
Wow. Poor
Sorry,
man.
man.
Poor man. So what's going on here? So the conversation GK posted, this is from like April,
May.
May.
Yeah.
So you guys were fucking in April, May. Mlikuwa mnadu?
This woman has been posting my number as a plug. Like actually, sell weed. So hit me up. And you know what she said? She says, hit that number consistently. This nigga sells so much weed. Yes, so
What the hell? So left.
I had like 1,000 niggas calling me, bro.
Oh my goodness. So this is after the video, after they came to the house 4 a.m.
No, this is like
Before.
months.
Let me tell you, Nyambura. So she gave out your number as a weed plug.
Yeah, bro, like niggas.
So kidandiwa na masubaru.
Can you imagine?
Kuna GK iko hapa nje. Nilimwambia usimfungulie, hapana, ni makala.
Umesikia hiyo joke? So, okay, so this means if you'd work well with Wajackoya, the 5th.
Oh, I'm down. That's my life.
Okay, so Omoke, for real though. So so what happened?
Bro, in summary, it's a woman that doesn't want to move on. That's just the summary.
Okay,
If I start to say the whole story, it's going to trauma up here.
I hear you.
Okay.
But that's, like, the summary is, this shit should have ended Kitambo. Like, I stopped things with this woman Kitambo.
Okay.
It keeps coming back, spinning the block. Like, there's just so much shit. She needs to just stop, you know?
And her friends. I like the friend who was asking you not to record.
And throwing up gang
like you don't
signs.
record
Nah,
for
that's a
living.
G.
Yeah, I shoot every day.
You shoot every day. I was like, stop recording.
I woke up and I had my phone in my hand. So I was ready.
So were you hesitant before you posted this? Or, I mean, why did you feel you needed to post this online?
Bro, men don't get listened to.
That's fine.
Niggas don't listen. Like, women are always given the ear in society. When a nigga says it, oh, it's memeable, it's funny, you know.
Yeah.
Nah, I wanted it to be, like, very eye-opening at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I've been so silent, bro. This woman is going in on my name, dragging it all day.
Yeah.
I was like, well, maybe God has given me an opportunity to drag her for real. And now it's not even I'm gonna show niggas what I'm going through.
Pole bro, scare. Sisi tulisema tukupigie, we get what was happening. But Omoke, please go to hospital and get checked. She said you gave her an STD.
Mbona amerudi hapa for
That's BDE, babes. It's BDE.
the guy. This woman came out again and said that, oh, you misinterpreted me. Oh, I did not say that. And then she went to a hospital. Like 4 hours later, she's supposed. No, STD results don't come out in 4 hours.
How do you know?
4 hours ni
I do
kidogo.
test every 3 months.
Oh, you get tested every 3 months. Okay. So you like having raw sex?
Bro, me, I'm safe, man. I didn't say that.
Oh no, it's only true.
Maybe akimaanisha STD alikuwa anamaanisha you give us some top dick.
Okay, scare bro, thank you man. We'll tutakupigia siku ingine when you have better things to talk about. But before we let you go, how many inches are you again when you had?
Are
You don't have to answer that. You
packing
can
or
just
nah?
hang up.
Crazy.
Thank you bro. Have a good and enjoy your evening.
Angesema many.
Bye bro.
He's not a fan of the show.
How long do
Okay,
STD
still.
results take to okay?
I don't know. Who's tested for STDs here? Many straps, bro. I'm sweating. It's
hot.
It's because
So
and
if
it's
I
because
do
of
what
hot
do
water.
you expect?
But then I'm in white now. Wase wametuambia white
Niko normal,
doesn't
station
Yeah.
credit.
Anyway, so that's Omoke. Honestly, me, I want a season 2. This season 1 has been so interesting.
I need season 2.
As the producer.
When season 2? Hey,
This
you
story
when you
has-
miss it? How do you know about the STDs? That was season 1.
No, see me, I saw the STDs juicy too when guys were talking
That
about
was
it.
season 1. Okay, now you're all caught up. We're waiting for season 3.
Aye,
Oh, damn.
Hopefully there's no season 3. Mesiki Omoke akisema anataka kuheal na anataka history mondoke. Wacha tu asonge mazee.
He's grieving his plans.
He's
Why
grieving
was
his-
that?
And Omoke is grieving his plans.
Yeah.
He'll be back. You wait. Easy as he shan't give up. The block and block game.
Yeah.
Bruh, I know it all too well. This is not the end.
But anyway,
It's funny you should say
so
that.
it's interesting because but wait, because the other conversation guys are saying, okay, the reason I was asking, of course, it's not like I want to know Omoke's. By the way, if you met Mwass, shout out to you and you watch the podcast, and
Yeah.
you're asking Mwass if I'm packing. Mwass has never seen my dick. So I was like,
I can't even confirm or deny.
he can't even confirm or deny.
Like, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Because I saw someone posted on Twitter and said a lady alisema, listen, regardless of sijui nini, no amount of dick would ever me do what GK Nyambura did.
Girl, please.
And then the nini. She said no one would ever make me do what that lady did. And then the first comment, that's where Omoke comes in.
Oh my goodness. This job is not for everyone. Yo, have you ever had someone rock up to your house unannounced? For drama too, for...
Not for drama, not for drama.
I
The
have.
usual people who will rock up anytime in my house is a Russian Kigen. 2 in the morning. From the club.
Wapenzi wawili.
2 a.m. I'm like, Sasa.
Ina KC ama Gilbert Ndogo kwa mkono, always.
Nakamala, shout out to them.
Hey.
man. I
Have you
love those
though?
two.
Me, I plead the fifth.
And then, but
I've had people rock up to my house unannounced.
Okay.
Yeah.
for drama. Or for dick.
We'd say maybe for drama, cause not for drama. Nile tu mse msana jaribu kucall uchukue simu.
Yeah.
Then maybe you block them alafu they just show up.
Yeah,
So,
pretty
that's
much
weird.
say
I
this.
feel
But
like
now it's figured a place like hata mawochi wangu wanajuanga tu. If I haven't told you someone is coming over.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't
Although
let them in.
ni mabest wangu tu come squeeze.
yeah.
Okay.
You?
Yeah, it's happened before.
A dude?
Yeah.
And have you pulled up to a dude's crib as well?
I've not gotten that kind of dick yet, but
Oh.
hopefully.
Oh, I'll give you Omoke's number. So this is where Omoke comes in. So, season 7 is going to be sharing Mariah. Season 2.
Mariah, you start practicing your stream.
Bana. Me. Glocks. Don't play with me.
But it's fine. Yeah, maybe it's not play on the other end. Yeah, so someone pulled up to.
Yeah, na nimkisia kina Omoke hawa.
Sasa nashinda hivi
Ukisini wapi.
Maybe jupia aliskalika. Maybe alikuwa naitrana.
Nah, months were so extra. Anyway, I'd broken up with him, and it's like, because it's just the same situation. Omoke and GK, lot tumeblokiana, drama. So this time I was like, you know what, I'm done for real. Man's pulled up to my house, so I'm like, what do you want? I wanted to talk. I'm like, honestly, there's nothing when you need to talk about. So see, I'm chunguling him from the window when he's walking. I'm like, come on, hug my pole. I'm like, you're so bloody dramatic, there.
So kuna STP. Hey,
Nah, never again.
I would never rock up to someone's house.
Yeah, I wouldn't. The other person who doesn't mind drama in relationships is Barack Jacuzzi. That's the other person who enjoys.
Crazy,
Yo, you should ask Barack to tell you crazy stories.
Me after I saw him fighting kwa event kwa Manyasi, I was like, yeah, it's a rap.
I have that.
Unajua mabeste yake wanamwangalianga. Don't know why. Like you guys are shocked this happens in public.
That was too much.
Yeah, but I had the baby is now married. She lives in Dubai or something.
Hey, good for you, babes.
Yeah.
Would you date a crazy
3
chick?
abortions. Huh?
Would you date a crazy
Nah,
chick?
bro, I can't.
Me,
Like,
3 abortions.
as soon as you
No,
raise your voice
the lady was claiming in that video when they were fighting.
I did.
and then Barack and I'm correct. It's just 2. It's like that, nigga. No one asked for this
Hey,
information.
babes, ikishafika
It's fine.
hapo,
Wow.
dark.
But anyway, so I know we're going to talk about Wajackoya in just a bit.
Yes.
But if there's one person who will never make it to Wajackoya's cabinet, is this kid from Nyandarua, who surrendered 20,000 rolls of bang valued at over 1 million to a church in Nyandarua.
Hizo ni maslims are 50 bob.
I wouldn't know.
I'm guessing 50 times 20,000.
Unanuanga bangi how much?
Miss buying.
That's a trick question.
Mimi hata ukiniwekea hapa hivi siwezi kuambia kama chumvi inakaaje.
Never seen. Me the most nimeona ni kwa video za Snoop Dogg. Nenda kwanga mostly smoke.
Really?
Others I've never seen. You've seen?
I've seen weed.
In real life?
Yeah.
Damn, have you tried?
No, I don't smoke
How does
weed.
it
But
look
I
like?
know...
What color is it? Is
Yeah.
it brown like tobacco?
I think because of the different strains, they have different colors. Because there's one illumination, it was wedding cake. Ingine ilikuwa inaitwa. Like they all had weird names like that, and they have different scents. But they're like buds. They look really... They're cute little things.
Umepatia evidence.
Utaambia sasa tupeleke venye uliona.
Kanunue keki sasa.
I'm partially blind. P.O.P. Hold it down. Sikumbuki.
Hapo ndo tuambia kwani mtwange jokes. Just content for the podcast.
Nani ana counting hizi vitu?
Is it 20?
1 2 3 4 is it
Back at 20K, bro. So, 20K valued over 1M. Surrendered this to a church. And the funny thing, did you guys see in the picture? The effects are back.
Yay.
Okay, not on the box. Anyway, so this was surrendered to a church and they set them on fire. Did you guys see?
Yeah.
Unajua walichoma tu.
Hiyo siku pastor ndiye alikuwa the most high.
Should I try? Okay.
Boop.
Bado. It's
No,
cool.
many
Don't
times
worry.
they've tried to kuchoma. Every time I see people setting bang on fire, like a big sijui kibel, alafu now there's a cop there wanaimwagilia mafuta, then wanaichoma, then wanaanzanga tu kuiangalia. I think you guys need to step aside.
I'd like to know. But so I think those are long. I think he explained the whole trade. I think he was working with some guys, like 4 guys. I hope akuwapatiana because sasa ukiamua kuokoka, the rest of us tunataka tunaendelea kuvuta bangi na kuuza.
Si wenye tunavutia Wajackoya.
Sasa tunavutia Wajackoya.
Might was a business deal gone wrong.
Maybe.
But then But which led me to the question, right? Do you have any interesting weed experiences, especially mischievous state? I know high school lazima mlikuwa
Oh
mnatafuta
my
bangi.
God,
Msijifanye-
Nikona story.
Yeah, tell us.
My first suspension in high school was because of weed.
Were you guilty?
Okay, let me just break it down haraka. So,
tuko na time.
I used to play hockey. And so we had, I think we had changes opens or something. But my game was on a Sunday, so the girls were basketball while on a Saturday. So this girl, but she came
Shout
with
out to
she came with like 3 rolls of weed. Okay, she was just one of these mummies. I don't mean to say this, but they're like trying too hard to be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she came with like 3 rolls of weed. So me, but I've never seen weed. Muskia too. So we took it. Tulikatana 1 roll like waseka 8. Imagine, because we don't even know what to do.
You are eating it?
No, like tulivunjana because it was like, okay, you'll go try. Then
So nyote mnasmoke tunyongi.
Sasa,
relax.
That's what I hear they're called.
So, tulivunjana.
we did our research
Yeah.
before the recording.
There's something called roaches.
Tumekata, so everybody had a piece. Yeah. So I go back to my room, kitu 3 in the morning. So me and some of my roomies, tukamua, wacha tuwashe. We try, hata zikushika, but the whole, like our whole house, where the rooms are, corridor nzima ilikuwa inanuka bangi. We get perfume, so we're all running kwa corridor, like trying to diffuse the smell. Anyway, after
It's
like
okay.
a month.
Just leave it.
A month.
A whole freaking month, I'm called to the deputy's office. She just throws papers at me. She's like, write what you know. I'm like, write what I know, as in, like, yeah, write what you know.
About high school. Yeah.
I'm like, about what? She's like, okay, you don't want to write, let's go to your room. They go.
Amanda has already told us everything. Told us who brought it. If you want to be safe.
Yeah, so
No information.
they get to my room.
Did you
But
snitch?
No. I'm not a snitch. Really, I'm not. Legit.
Meaning
Anybody can tell you I'm not a snitch. Because we were so many.
Can I get extra papers?
No, but I'm not a snitch.
Yeah.
So they get to my room, but they walini search ka I'm a thief. Walirarua mattress, wakatoanisha. Yes, they searched me like a bloody criminal. So they didn't find anything. Luckily, nilikuwa nimetupa kiberiti kwa nyumba ya matron. Like literally tulimaliza the matron. So like tulivuta leo nilitupa the next day. So a month later I'm like mnatafuta. So the whole month they pestered me to say who I was smoking with. Tumambwa sijui nani. I'm like, I was alone.
You confessed that you smoked?
Legit. No. I was like, me sijui your story because one of the chicks, this chick who gave me the weed, alisema ati I gave them to Maria. Thank you. Why the fuck would you say that? Considering her dad was like in the sijui whatever committee.
BOG.
Yeah.
BO.
So I'm like, you're already on the safe. Why would you rat me out? Anyway, so ati she says mlikuwa na kina nani na nani. I'm like, me story number 1 hata sijui. But if she claims there was anything like that, ni hivyo basi. Because clearly you guys are believing her over me. Me sezi pingana nayo. So they're like, we want to take you for a drug test. I'm like, that is not happening.
So you guys had like proper systems in school.
Yeah, they're like, we are taking you for a drug test. I was like, no, fuck no.
Drug test ungefanywa ni kunuswa vidole.
No, I was like, you're not taking me anywhere, number 1, because 1, I have parents, so the school has no authority over me. 2, my father works in a hospital. You want me to go? Call him to take me for a drug test.
Sheesh.
So mi nilidhani wameona venye nimekuwa mgumu ataniacha. So kwanza tulikuwa tumeiba cable ya computer ya wifi. So nimeingia Facebook.
Hiyo ni ya modem.
No, cable ya wifi.
Or the Ethernet.
Yes.
Yeah.
So niko
Cable ya Wi-Fi.
Yeah, cable. Ashuna cable ya wifi bana.
You know the Wi-Fi is wireless.
ndio hiyo. Tumeiba
wireless.
Anyway. So I've literally logged in naingia Facebook. The secretary comes.
Una login na nini sasa? Mulikuwa na
Tulikuwa na
laptop.
computer lab.
Computer lab, yeah.
So she comes, she's like, Maria, your parents wako kwa deputy unaitwa. I'm thinking,
So they call the parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get there. Of course, my mom is pissed as hell. My dad is just looking at me. He's like, are you okay?
Did they ask if it's true?
No. My dad was very calm. My mom is the one who was... she was acting a whole fool.
Alikuwa
Anyway,
analia kama GK.
she was acting... Oh my gosh, she was acting a whole fool. So my dad is just calm, listening to the deputy, going off the way. Oh, even my fingers are black. My lips are black. Move utabangi.
1 month later.
So my dad is like, okay, thank you for all that information, but where's the weed? Where's the lighter? It was alleged. He flipped. And so he was like, okay, clearly you guys have stressed this girl. Yeah, I'm taking her home for like 5 days to chill. Yeah, that's how I went home for like
Therapy.
5 days. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know-
that's my weed story.
You know, growing up in Korea, weed was such a taboo. Like literally, all the stories, all the mad people in the village,
Ni wabangi.
walivuta bangi. Every single mad person.
Mkasema tu acha tuachane hiyo story.
So I'm like, so later in life, I'm like, oh shit, those people actually needed help. Those people were sick. But then tuliambia ukivuta bangi, that's how it become. Like literally, all the outcasts in the community, like just the kids maybe who didn't go to school or just were unruly, tuliambia because they smoke weed. So growing up, I knew, like all through nilijua bangi is what you should never touch. Ever touch. And I think it became normal to me when I joined high school. Because in my school, guys used to smoke weed.
Damn.
Hey, even us, guys used to smoke. But it was so hectic. First of all, if you're not in fourth form, kama ungeshikwa na form 4 ilikuwa story. Like if I'm kama tuseme niko form 2 nishikwa na bangi.
Yeah.
So now guys will what do you call it when you hustle someone for money?
When you
so
hustle someone for money.
Yeah, you hustle for money ndio usiwapeleke mbele.
Like
basically
extorting you.
just get a
they
bribe.
extort you, yeah.
They extort money from
extort you, ama like they'll chapa you and then you can't say anything. But it was so hectic. So the guys who used to smoke a lot was the rugby team. Just
Were you in the
before they
rugby
go on a
team?
Yeah, I was a team doctor. So
Wait, so you're the one who was in charge of massaging the muscles?
no, I was in charge. I was in charge of one thing. I was in charge of injuries. Mtu alikuwa like, hapa hivi nasikia ni kama niko na nini, naambia kama sioni damu siwezi. Arimas, I need a massage pre-game. I'm like, no, you don't. You need to jog around the track.
What do you mean, bro?
Hizi misuli zako zimekaka. Yeah. So there's a guy we really used to fear.
Yeah.
Because alikuwa mbigi, alafu alikuwa na vuta peke yake. Asa wengine wakishare mimi niko naona tu yake ni sharp. Alafu he used to ingia the pitch and then he used to be just alikuwa hata hakuwa anacheza rugby at that point. Kuna siku aliingia kama amevaa marings.
Why?
Mpaka ref mapatko. Anashika ball hivi. Mapetko.
Oh, mapetko.
Sasa ameshika ball hivi amekimbia Mondays. Someone is coming to charge at them. Alimpiga kisoki. Pap. Kanguka chini, so the guy starts bleeding. The other team didn't have a team doctor. Did you see what happened? Anyway.
I'm like, I'm not the ref.
Yeah.
I'm just the
ref. I mean, referees mostly were former players. Like wana ref ndio waingie like hizi ma RFUA na nini. But certification, like you have to ref a couple of games, whatever. So it was hectic. Anyway, back to...
How do you become a team doctor for the rugby team? With 0 qualifications.
I was the cadet leader for St. John. But
makes sense.
So in high school,
So you understand basic first aid?
Yeah, basic first aid. I did the whole course certification. And
Nice.
everything. Yeah, but he position msel gonna buy.
Oh shit.
So the outgoing one sells to the incoming one. Ilikuwa pia like some sort of investment because the rugby team used to make money. So the team manager, the captain, the team doctor, the nanny, mnakula tu to do once in a while.
So you'd get paid?
Good.
Yeah.
Like
Ama like tseme kuna funky mmepewa basi mzima. Rugby team ni 22 guys. So you have like 40 slots kuuzia ma form 1.
damn, you are deep in business.
Each
day we discover how Mwass was making guap. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's your rugby.
Have you ever been suspended? Yeah, so I saw rugby
I've been suspended. I'll tell you, it's a cool story. Yeah.
But it was hectic because guys used to go sijui kwa ceiling, huko juu, sijui. So some guys would get high. Washindo kushuka. So msi anaangalia kwa like, acha nikae tu hapa, alafu nasikia mapanya huko juu.
Paranoia, yeah.
But guys used to get caught. Watuma home, suspensions, whatever. But it wasn't a serious thing. Najua shule ilikuwa pia na ma rich kids wengine. Mtu anatuma home, babake anarudi shule na police na lawyers.
Yeah.
Damn.
Story of our life
Story
too.
kama yako yenye hakuna evidence.
Yeah, like
the shule ina get scared, ina drop suspension. Yeah. Narudi chuo.
So my suspension story, because I was a prefect. I was sorry guys. So I'm just being extra.
you should have done that actually.
Yeah, so so I was a prefect right from when I joined high school. I was the timekeeper nikiwa form 1. Of course, I was like a small dude. So I had a lot of access to a lot of things in school right from the jump, and we used to sneak out to go watch football. Actually, each time, like, so at the time, because my school was in Nyanza, we were not very far from Sony Sugar. They used to be in the Premier League. So each time, like, Gor Mahia would come to play, we'd go watch matches. Or it could be just EPL. But not really sneaking out, because me, I'd go out through the main gate. Either way.
How?
So see, I was like a senior prefect, but in Form 3 now. So the guards knew me, I was very trusted. So me ningetoka tu, they knew. Like, walikuwa wanajua tu, me I'd leave. But then, we had... The joints where guys would sneak out of school through the fence, we used to call those gate C in our school. I don't know what you guys call them. Come on,
we never even had those.
Omoke ilikuwa gate D.
That's a good one. Can I tell you something funny before you go on? Like, our school didn't have a fence.
What?
Like, ilikuwa tu niko shule,
Singeko utajipata state house. Utasema ulifikaje huko?
Damn.
First of all, you know, Changes was like close to 400 acres. Like the parts of that school.
Was it owned by the Kenyatas?
I don't know. But kila siku tulikuwa nafungua shule tunapata kuna mtu amejenga tu hapo hivyo nje mnaona how imejengwa. Kama barabara imemove. Like tulikuwa tuna lose like 10 acres every so often.
By the time you're living was there a fence though?
You can't fence 400 acres. Shule gani itatoa hiyo do?
True.
You know 400
That's
acres is like
lot.
the whole of Nyari. Like there were some dorms that were 1.5 kilometers from the admin block.
Shit.
So kwa timetable yetu kulikuwa na
When
breaks.
see that's fair though.
1.5
That's far.
kilometers.
Compared, me my
1500
school,
meters.
that's a
Oh,
lot.
that's far.
Kutoka
Jeez.
hapa mpaka wapi? Like literally we had breaks in our
Kutoka hapa hadi
like
Naivasha.
lunch inaanza 1 but bell littering 12:50 to allow people 10 minutes to walk to the dining hall.
Damn.
Walk around.
Preps zinaanza 7 but bell littering 6:45. Alafu you had to run everywhere.
Yeah, to walk.
Yeah, you have to
walk.
run everywhere.
Yeah.
All the Nairobi schools you have to run.
Me I never used to run. Me I was a kafati. Nilikuwa tu natembea. Naona tu prefect amesimama hapo. I'm like guilty. Alas the punishment is physical. Let you drop and give me 20. Niko like,
Are you serious?
Bro, you're
if I can't
joking.
jog. Come on. So naambiwa tu nini
I like
lapo.
Mwass and guilty.
Anyway, long
Oh my
story.
God.
So,
Yeah,
suspendiwa.
so I knew, so of course I knew where the gates were. I know the guys would sneak out. Tulikuwa tunapata na nje anyway. So, so this one time, there was a Man U Arsenal match. There was the match we won 2-1. I don't even remember, but I know I'm a Man U fan. We won 2-1.
Boo.
And Welbeck Alifunga. So, myself, a guy called Neville, who was also a captain as well, tukasema niaje, of course we're going to watch the Man U match. So normally we'd go to like Rongo somewhere, but we stopped going there because we'd bump.
Anatuambia Rongo.
No, I know,
Yeah.
because me, I'm
It's like a center.
Oh, okay.
But then we realized it was easy because you'd bump into teachers.
Yeah.
So we had like a joint far in Samka village to where we would go watch football. So we leave, go watch football, come back.
Meva uniform, mama meva nini?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
blending.
we had grey blackish pants, so you'd blend in.
Anywhere.
And then
That's
of course,
true.
because me nilikuwa tu na plain white shirts without the badge, but the normal official shirts needed a badge. So we leave, we go watch football, finish, come back. Kwanza it was like a Sunday. Sunday we normally would have captains, prefects meetings, whatever, in one of the labs. We come back, tukienda huko, bro. There's a manhunt.
Shit.
So the deputy principal. So my class prefect went and told the deputy principal that we let students out to sneak out of school, go watch football. So tulikuwa tunangojwa. So we couldn't come through the main gate, so we had to use the gate C. One that ilikuwa chini ya maji because we knew tulikuwa tunatafutwa. So come back, bro. Crazy manhunt. I got to class. The deputy calls me out
Fuck.
to his office. I get in. Bro, that motherfucker was red. His head was red. Mr. Adams amekasirika hivyo. And disappointed. And then it becomes a whole thing. So then the next morning, so it's on Monday, tuketoka huko mbele ya parade. We were school captains. I was the school captain in charge of tuition. He was the school captain in charge of, I think, boarding or something. So, the two of us. Imagine.
Fuck.
And then we got suspended.
Were you demoted?
So, I resigned before I got demoted. So, because the procedure was, I got suspended,
You
go
come
home,
back.
you come back with a
Yep.
barbed wire,
Yeah.
and then now we have to sit the
Surrender.
whole BOG, do what. I resigned and came home. So when I came back, I didn't need to do anything.
Yeah.
But I came back, I still enjoyed all my privileges, stayed in the same room.
sense.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was a good kid. So
Me,
that's
when I was
the only time I
suspended-
got suspended.
When I was suspended, because I was also a prefect, but now the rule was if you get suspended as a prefect, you get demoted, you lose your badge.
You lose all privileges.
Yeah.
You're a civilian.
Even the clothes, blazers zetu zilikuwa different, you lose everything and then you get transferred to a different dome. So they usually take you to a dome that's far, like you can feel that pressure.
Oh shit.
So it was crazy. So my dome was close to UpSyd. That's where the classes were, in the libraries. So that's like maybe 200 meters away. But now they don't want to take me and put me like Sijua.
Why was suspended?
So my suspension story was very interesting. I'd invested in a business, Yakuza, my MP3.
My MP3. Again, Simkate. So you sold bread.
And it was
You sold
by the way,
Funky.
I'm looking for
sports
Seth.
bus.
Seth, if you ever get to see this, let's reconnect.
Yeah.
Mina just say maybe you're gonna mabiashara Dubai. So you remember MP3s? They were like 15 bob. So you load them with 1,000 songs. So msa alikuwa anaenda anabaya anafungua anaziload na mangoma alafu tunakaa tunaziuza chuo kama 2K.
Sorry, I'll meet that.
So anyway, yeah. So one day he's gone to town to buy the thing. And then he comes back.
Because there's no offense.
Yeah.
Just leave.
But hey, you just walk out. So he comes back. Okay, hey, I hope my dad never hears this story. He comes back to inspect Mali. So as we Skype supper, because nilikuwa nimemtuma pia machipo. So vile amerudi, it's a Sunday afternoon. Tunaingia, tunaanza kuinspect Mali, tuko sawa. Naambia hii ndio split yetu ya profit, whatever. We are good. So mimi nilikuwa nimeshika hivi ya phone moja na teska zote zinadu. The teacher on duty, the dumbest teacher ever. Alikuwa nimesahau jina yake, but alikuwa ule mwalimu mwenye always reason na yeye, very violent physically nini. Amekam akanipata hivi na earphone.
Shoot.
Sasa akaniambia kuja tu vile huko hivi. I was like guilty. Nikachukua tu earphone. So mimi, luckily it was connected to an MP3 that was in Seth's hand. So mimi nikavuruta tu earphone. Nikakaa mtu nikamwambia ni aje? Me, I was just excited. I haven't seen one of this in a while. And I always like music. So akaniambia, give me the device. Nikamwambia sina device. It's just the earphone which I can surrender to you. He's like, no. So me, unajua me, I'm buying time. So that's Seth.
Yeah, 50 years of
bag
it
yake
too.
kona simu na ma MP3 kadhaa na ma disc za ngoma.
Na
Na machipo. Yani things you can't explain.
Contraband.
Yeah. So Seth just wears his bag pole pole. So I need to give you some background on Seth. Seth was a hustler, but he was from a poor family. So alikuwa ana fend for himself. School fees, nini.
In high school.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like ni ule ulikuwa unaambiwa mi madhake nampea tu fare weenda shule tutafigure out fees na nini baadaye.
Shit.
So even ndio tulianza kujuana. So if I had like 2 hours nampatia moja hivyo. Then akaniambia anaweza turn town to 2,000. Mimi nikiwa Mkikuyu nikakaa hivi. Let's do this. So by that time our business empire was doing amazing.
Ya mkate?
No, for the
MP3s.
Got you, yeah.
So hapo nyuma kuna mali yaka 13-15k. Hii kishikwa ni mbaya.
Damn.
So he goes, so akaitwa na mwalimu akaambiwa kneel down. So mimi nisha kneel down. I'm complying. Mimi nasuka huu mode niko tu hapo. I'm even like, sure, you know what? Mimi nitajireport kwa deputy. It was me with the earphone. It wasn't him. Just let him go. I'm here. Akasema no, come here. Kneel down. So I kneel down. Akamwambia open that bag. Mimi nika tense. Nimeangalia tu hivi naangalia Seth. Seth akamwambia mwalimu, I'm not opening this bag. Mwalimu akasema open that bag kijana. So also Seth was a big dude physique wise. Alikuwa msema tizi. The next thing I know the teacher reaches for the bag akaishika hivi. Seth alishika mwalimu 6 kwa thighs.
No.
All the way kwa hewa, pap kwa floor. Mwalimu akamslap, Seth akarudisha. Akaniambia Mwass ishia. Mimi niko like oh my god. Alafu sasa hakuna witnesses juu sasa ako dinner. So sisi tumekaa hapo hivyo Seth akahepa akaenda akatupa hiyo bag sijui wapi nyuma ya msitu. Alafu akarudi. Sasa amekaa amenipata hapo hivyo mwalimu ako like you guys are dead. I'm like guilty. Nimekata hapo chini.
Guilty as charged.
Next thing I know this guy has called everyone deputy principal nini. So the deputy principal never used to like me. Alikuwa anishika kwa tumakosa but ana evidence. Like wewe ulikuwa unalala huko kwa preps niko like wewe ulikuwa sijui hivi yani nini. So ako like Mwangi finally I am going to make sure you're expelled.
Damn.
Na sasa tuko 4th year, tuko form 4, so we're like 3 months to KCSE. So when you're expelled you can't unakuwa discola. Kamektusha so mimi nimekaa hapo hivyo chini. Sasa aliambiwa enda tutafute hiyo bag akakata kuipeana akasema by the way hiyo ni fees yangu ya next term. Akasema sawa. So tukasuspend yote wiki mbili. Problem was suspension letters read the same. we were caught with contraband, sijui nini, assaulting a teacher. Mimi nilikuwa na earphone. Lakini huku kwingine zote ni. Na Seth amesema mimi ndo nilikupiga. Hadi tukipigwa interview aniambia bro don't worry. Nikamza what about you, what about your mama? Akaniambia my mom doesn't care about this. Wewe nakuogopea juu uko na wazazi wawili. Actually that time my mom had just passed on. So akaniambia mimi nakuogopea because this is heavy. Wow. So I called my dad. Kwanza alipigia simu na akaambia ambia baba yako amefanya nini. So I just told my dad when come here tu. Story ni refu. Dango kwa wapi akoshereza Sunday. Akaniambia Steve nitakuuliza hii swali mara moja. What have you done? Nikamwambia like I said story ni refu. Unakambia deputy speech akaniambia Mr. Mwangi. Yeah, this one is a heavy one. Budangu ndio amesema patia kijana simu. Mariah just asked me do you have fare? Akasema zi. Mimi nilikuwa nishabai machipu na. M-Pesa's the teacher asubuhi we go, it becomes a big deal tukashemiwa kwa parade whatever.
Yeah, the usual.
Yeah, so then we were asked to go home. So me and Seth tukaingia tukafika tao. Yakaishia Nyamira, mimi nikaishia Kashuge. Nimefika hivi home budangu alikuwa anatoka akaniambia tutadili na hii kesi baadaye. Alisoma tio letter. Sema sio wewe. Unaweza piga mtu wewe. Really? I told you. I tried to tell them. Sema sawa. So mimi nikamwambia the whole story but I kept it low key. Nilimwambia tu mimi nilishikwa na earphone dad. I wouldn't lie had an earphone because I've missed music. Akasema sawa. Hizi vitu zingine zilikuwa zako? Stayed home my 2 weeks. Alafu tukarudi shule. My dad fought for me at least. Anasema tu ni sawa tu hizi makosa zote mwachieni hii moja. Sema it's bundled up. Sasa anakaa my dad asked me when do ulipiga mwalimu? Then my dad is moving away from him.
In case
this nigga look like he doesn't give a fuck, which is true.
What happened to him?
Yeah, so we were both suspended for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Did he finish? Did he come back?
Yeah. He was supposed to be expelled. But I think the mom started crying. It was very emotional. And then my dad akasema, if you're going to meet similar punishments, they've learned their lesson. Wacha wabaki. So after that day, so I wasn't demoted. But, because now everything was, my dad made them sign a letter that all this was bullshit. Yeah, so ilikuwa like, it's either this, or now we proceed another way. I was like, okay, it's fine. Me, I'm ready to come back to school. Like nothing happened. Now, my dad akini drive kwenda dom sasa nitakaniambia ujua walimu wanakuchukia sahi.
Yeah.
Something small like this.
They're waiting for you.
They're waiting for you.
Yeah. And now they caught me again. But this time I was oversleeping. Each time nilishika legit watu wako church mimi nimetuna. Alafu I'm sure this nigga watched me for like 6 hours sleeping cause mimi nimeamka hivi na feel two presence over me. Alafu nafunga ile macho
ni Holy Spirit amekushika.
So nani alikuwa anaitwa Father. Tulikuwa tunamuita Father. So Father alikuwa anaitwa Father juu hapo anaweza kupronounce. So nikasema akiomba Heavenly Father. So amenipata tu kwa room yangu nimelala. Akasema I have caught you red-handed. Mimi nikamwambia tu
Jesus Christ, mko mnajificha kwa loka? Mimi si time niliskype church, please.
Kujificha kwa loka utalala.
Where the teacher that was on duty hiyo Sunday.
Yeah.
That mama was we used to call her Luda. This mama,
what does Luda?
Her name was Lugalia.
Lugalia.
But the things she used to do, the things she used to do were just ludicrous. So we used to call her Luda. This mama, with Skype, tuko tunafua nguo. You could hear, like, uko Kisumu, you could hear her pumps from here. That's how loud she used to walk. Tulisikia tu, nilitosha kwa loka for 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, locker, man.
But our lockers were very big.
Okay. Yeah.
But nilitosha for 2 hours. Napumua.
Mimi nilishikwa na msali kwa.
Your time, but
that was more.
Like not your full body.
Full body.
You didn't have your full size lockers.
Yeah, you didn't have hips.
Chaxy.
Alikuwa acheza hockey.
I was very
very athletic.
Oh, trust me, nilitosha kwa loka for 2 hours.
It's a very big cardio game.
Jesus.
Me, the funniest bit was nilishikwa nikilala na ule mse tulishikwa naye alikuwa sleepwalker. So alikuwa anaamka usiku na anadunga nguo zote na anaenda up school na anasimama kwa parade peke yake like tulikuwa tunamfuata na ukimwamsha anapiga nduru. So then they gave us the worst punishment ever. We were supposed to wash the hall. Hall yetu ya changes ilikuwa na seat 1,000 people. So you can imagine how big it is.
How many? 2 people.
1,000 people.
How many
people are
yeah.
washing? Unajua mop za shule vile zilikuanga holding on to dear life.
Yeah.
Kuna strand 3 buckets juu mnambo mwende maji huko, then alikuja akamwaga omoka mzima akamwaga huko maji. Mazi it was foam everywhere. Tulikuwa we washed that hall. For like 7 hours. The whole Sunday we washed the hall. We only went tukakula lunch tukarudi.
Another thing I saw when you're talking about you guys getting shamed in front of everyone, then I saw a video of I think you guys saw it. I think somewhere in SA there's a mother who went to pick the daughter from a party, dragging her, and it just reminded me. You know, I feel like that generation of our parents, they didn't realize what shaming would do to kids.
Very true.
Yeah, like stop shaming kids. There's a better way to handle these things.
Yeah.
So imagine one now. And then her friends are recording, laughing at her.
Yeah.
One, her ego is crushed, her esteem. Like she's going to have a lot of issues, even subconsciously.
Through adolescence, because she looked very young. She looked like
yeah.
preteen.
Yeah.
I'm just teens who
She
early
looks like a
teens.
teenager.
So your time though, a lot of things are changing even in your cycle. Because I feel like as a parent, go get your toy from Dunda.
But not with the extra.
Yeah. Don't drag her.
Kelele nyumbani.
Yeah. Anyway. Wajackoya, finally.
Wajackoya is my fifth. Is Wajackoya your fifth?
Maybe the next election.
Are you guys voting, no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll see. If there's someone who could chini MCA nini that I trust in, who could I know we're fucked.
Yeah. Let's talk about Wajackoya, because specifically because I find him quite interesting, his character. I haven't watched the interview, but I'm gonna watch it. But of course, I have. So Mwangi, tell us about the interview.
I've watched 2 interviews. One of them was really insightful. The other one was really stupid.
Yeah.
Because of the line of questioning. Trevor Mbija alikuwa anauliza Wajackoya, you're going to sell bang, and then Wajackoya is like, no, marijuana. I'm going to import it na tumalize hizi to export it na tumalize hizi madeni. And then Wajackoya Trevor Mbija anamuuliza, but you know marijuana is illegal. And then Zakamwambia, I'm not stupid. I'm first going to change the constitution
and legalize,
then export it. That was a very tiring whatever to watch. But now I watched another on a lighter note with Ty Ngashira.
We don't have
doing amazing with the show. Shout out Ty.
Yeah.
So he was asking like comically, like, okay, you say you want to need press to sell marijuana. Like, what's your thing? What can you tell Kenyans? Is that your only strategy? And then he's introducing he wants to introduce the
snake rearing.
There's snake rearing. He wants us to extract the poison and sell it. Apparently it's a big deal.
Yeah, apparently.
Market, and then he wants us to reintroduce the death sentence.
For corrupt leaders.
Yeah, so I don't know who asked him, now if we sell bang and that money is stolen, akasema it would happen. If you steal, tunakunyonga. So, and then he asked him, the funniest question was, so what if you don't win the elections? We know when you win, you said you're going to smoke in State House, you're going to plant weed on the expressway, you're going to change a few things and there.
The weed on the expressway is
it will be almost highway. Mtu aliandika hivyo kwa Twitter.
It will be almost highway.
I like that.
That's a nice pan.
Yeah. So he checked and then akasema, if he doesn't win, it's okay. He said there's no president in Kenya who's ran an election and won the first time.
True.
Yeah, maybe Moi.
Yeah.
And that was...
We know that. Yeah. But yeah, because I realized, of course, what media is. You pick the headline.
Yeah.
The marijuana story is such a good headline to run with. So it felt like that was the only agenda until I saw a breakdown of his the interview he did with his running mate. And apparently, I haven't watched it, but apparently they have some really, really cool ideas. But then everyone is fixated on the marijuana thing because that's a nice headline. So I saw, like for example, Nonini posted. So he's advocating for a 24-hour economy. This works in many countries. It's possible, if implemented. Then my favorite of all, and this is the only reason why I'll vote for him twice. Can someone vote twice?
No, you can't.
Okay, I'll vote for myself and for the guy who died from Korea, the geology guy. So 4 days working, 4 days working, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, new weekend. I support this 100%. Yeah, I support 100 support.
Check Friday.
Yeah, check Friday.
Hakuna meetings.
Then salaries every 2 weeks, like in Australia.
Yes.
Which is nice, because now you don't have to stretch expenses for a whole month within, So salaries in 2 weeks, export and legalize marijuana, reduce taxes, which this government has increased and keeps increasing. Create employment. I'm sure I haven't taken a deep dive to see pillars and how exactly, but I believe him. Anything Wajackoya says, I believe him. Administrative capital to move to Isiolo to ease overpopulation, which again I support. It's like in SA, I think the parliament is in Cape Town.
Pretoria.
No.
Joburg, Pretoria.
So okay, I don't know the facts, but then the different arms of the different administrative functions are in different cities. So that everything is not in Nairobi. Because I mean, we did because of devolution. Now you can access Huduma, in Nyeri, everything doesn't have to come here. But then Treasury here, President, everything is here. So I support that. And then so that's it. That's just according to Nini. I'm sure there's more, and guys can research. So, but this specific character. So, what do you guys know about Wajackoya? Because I read quite some interesting things about this dude.
Akona CV ingine hata.
Yeah. Why the hell?
One of a kind.
Why the hell do you need 16 degrees?
Me, I don't know what crime he committed, but 16 degrees.
Can you imagine?
Of law.
Right.
Within law, there's different fragments of law, but yeah.
So 16 degrees. I had his run for office in the UK before. Is this true? I had this. So, anyways, someone can validate this.
Yeah.
If it's not true, I had.
He's been a cop.
He's been a cop. Apparently, he was in a dreaded
Inspector.
police. Yeah.
He said something crazy when he was imprisoned by the state. They used to take him to city mortuary every night. Amefungwa blindfold. They used to want me to go mad. So they opened the blindfolds naona tu miti. Mamwili zimeokotwa Nairobi mzima. I heard city mortuary is not a cute place to go.
Where even the smell from outside the gates.
This is the one opposite Daystar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's where if umepatikana tu mahali umedai, it's where
Uko ndo
you're taken.
unapelekwa.
And then now sometimes your friends and family have to come identify you, and I hear it's crazy. So alikuwa sema ati alikuwa anapeleka huko na blindfold, wanamfungua. Na mamwili, wanarudishwa solitary confinement.
That's insane.
Yeah. So he said, people say I'm mad, maybe it's true. Wajackoya.
Right, I know this is sad, but it's funny though. I know it's sad and this should never ever happen. But then it's funny, bro. He's in solitary confinement. Then they take him to the
only thing he sees the whole day and then back.
Because when you go and sit within yourself, those
that
pictures
thing
will
messes with
disturb.
your
Yeah, that messes up with you, bro. It does mess with someone. So there's that. There's what else? Then he had to go in exile because apparently he knows so much, especially about extrajudicial killings.
Yeah.
And it looks like, according to the article I read on Nation, he might know even the people who were behind Robert Oko's murder and a lot of many other cases. So those are some of the reasons why this guy had to go in exile.
And get 16 degrees. Ako nataka kujua hilo yote. Niwaambie kwa. Alikuwa anasoma vitabu 2 hivi.
Oh my God.
So he was a chokoch as well.
Yeah.
He was a chokora.
I said he was born in poverty on the streets in Kenya. Yeah, and then he says he wears the durag to purify himself. He wants to look, and I'll say, the thieves are in suits and ties. So he wants
trying to look very different.
I saw someone say he was putting Sakaja's photo side by side. Sakaja, he dresses nice, sharp and everything, good haircut. Alafu, now there's Wajackoya. Someone's explaining at how do I tell my village people that this guy has no degree? Now we're going to 16.
Oh my God.
Sakaja says, I don't know if it's true, but Mariah, you're saying it was on Twitter.
Yes, he said kwanza chako na degree
from Ukraine.
With the interview with
troll,
Nyash, he said the whole his education history yote has been in Kenya.
Yeah, because he was a leader in UN.
Suddenly UN, they're like, okay, he's an alumni, lakini haja graduate. So suddenly he's like, actually no, hata sikuwa UN, nilikuwa some degree. No, I was doing some degree in Uganda. Uganda like boss, oko kwa records. Actually, nilikuwa Ukraine, but the school sasa imebomiwa and the staff have been let go.
No,
Sakaja amejaribu kuangalia chini ya mattress. Unajua ndio documents zote zinakuanga.
Ramaphosa style. But this can't be true, guys. I know maybe of course he doesn't have a degree clearly, But then these stories are Uganda, Ukraine. It's just banter because you can't forget where you went to school. Come on.
How was he cleared last time? You know this guy is very
That's
like he's already a senator in the
like,
Senate.
how was he cleared?
But maybe so you don't need a degree for all the positions.
Okay,
like
even Sonko,
as an
records,
MP,
he's dead.
but
How
even
was
as
he
an
cleared?
Ati Sonko kwa records zake ako na
Yeah, but Sonko is dead. In actual records, he's dead. So how was he cleared?
So Sonko is dead.
Ako na death certificate, boss.
So Sonko has been a ghost worker all these years.
Sonko is running for in Mombasa.
No,
he's not been cleared.
He's not been
cleared,
cleared.
yeah.
So yes, how to?
So governor, you need a degree. President, you need a degree.
Okay.
Because now my ambitions for vying for
As long
presidency
as
have been
you've
shattered.
been
now you have to do a degree.
But
If you've
guys,
been
this is just for
impeached,
jokes. I am a graduate. I am a graduate.
In the school of life.
Hi, no, I'm a graduate.
UpSyd University. It's like Mike Check institution.
I am a graduate. Don't worry, I'll show my papers.
He's a dropout.
Where does a
My
kaja one side?
2 years, but I have a degree.
Who's your running mate and why Uncle Waffles? Anakam Kenya maze.
Because
This is your chance.
nitampatia Njoana. It's
Njwa.
Tunarun Njwanga party. That's our
Njwanga.
party.
Eti?
Njwanga party.
Njoanga party ya
the
RSS.
party.
Tuko na mob. Anyway, so
Wajackoya.
Wajackoya. Yeah, any other interesting thing, you guys? So anyone who knows any other interesting fact about this guy? I just find his character very interesting. It's someone I'd love to speak to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems he's very smart as well.
Yeah, like
But
he
he's
has his
also-
head straight.
Akona two red flags pia.
Like
Alikuwa anasema ati atakuwa dictator. Ati you
Oh, he
can't-
said that we should go back to Zile, we should pick up from where Jomo Kenyatta left off. That's what
alisema
he
ati you
said.
can't rule a country by just being upstanding and
Yeah,
everything.
that's-
But
You
I
have to
agree-
have
but I
which
agree
is
with
okay.
that. I
Yeah,
agree
but you
with
know,
that.
like maybe the wordings are different. But
Yeah. But I agree with
if
the
you're the
statement.
head of state, sometimes you have to say even do kunaenda.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he said something weird. He said he was being asked why his kids are in the States. Ama sijui wako wapi. Wako majuu. Akasema he's fighting for Kenyans. Wacha mi watu wangu watakula vizuri. Mimi najua.
Ni wa Kenya
I've already
kupigania.
gone through the Kenyan suffering, so I
Yeah.
can't bring my kids here and everything.
And that's a-
Akasema they were born there anyway, so
Yeah, and that's a personal choice. I mean, I'm a global citizen. You can't, huwezi nieka tu place moja. But I'm vying for president. Wajackoya, anything?
Siakupatia
Okay,
degree
but
moja.
I believe. Oh, and his spokesperson is JMO Ulemse.
Or as he calls himself, JMO.
Yeah, JMO.
Oh.
You're saying, I feel like I know, like I've not really paid attention to JMO. I don't think his content is really, like, it does not excite
Iko na
me.
demographic
I've tried,
yake
but yeah,
tu.
mimi niko tu like,
Yeah.
It's usually really, really good production, but zinakuanga refu zingine.
But
Like skitting kwa 1 minute ni 8 minutes.
see, someone because, so he has slurred speech, ama.
Not he just
that's just how he
he
speaks.
takes long to speak. Not
Yeah.
like anashika ngotsema kichit na demu yake kwa skits. That is. Anaambia Jemo nani unaongelesha akasema he'll start with hii simu sini yangu. Na wewe si uko na simu yako?
Zote ziko na
Wale
line.
watu wako hapa ndani sini contacts wangu. Oh my god. Before he gets to the joke.
So I can't wait for, if he ever needs to make an address, not a written one, I'm gonna be keen to see what he says. But anyway, mimi honestly Wajackoya the 5th I kinda tutaona.
Hello.
But so far he has my vote.
Mali mnaishi politicians wamevalishwa suti ama wako hivi kwa soko. Alisema hivyo ndio unajua. Because hapo Roslyn wamevaa masuti hapo ukifika Ruaka Sakaja ako kwa ile. Ako kwa ile nini Angara ile footbridge.
Saka German nani?
Igathe. I'm like huko ndio sisi tunaishi kwa wananchi.
Yeah. But honestly, you know it's everyone decides if they want to vote or not, but if you are able to, please vote.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, someone is getting laid. So, but if you are able to, please vote. Anyway, so into more interesting news, the fastest man in Africa, officially, Omanyala, bro.
Oh, effects Leo.
That
Leo
race
tunaenda
was
back to
tight.
manual. Yeah, that was tight.
That
He did
race
his
was
thing,
tight.
man.
It was so tight.
He did his thing.
Yeah, but also you are also the fastest man in Africa.
Don't
Different
say
spots.
it.
Different spots.
Guilty.
Mwangi comes the fastest in Africa.
Oh my
So,
God.
that's a lie.
so you and Omanyala share. At least you share something very.
My
Mko
time
na
is shorter.
common goal.
Yake ni 9.6. Yangu ni 6.9.
6'9".
Hey.
But you're shout out to Omanyala.
Yeah.
And even, if you think about how dope Omanyala's story is, right from the time where he couldn't participate because of doping.
Doping.
And then they had to build a whole case to prove why he didn't dope. Because I mean, he was sick. He went to a chemist. He was given Madawa. You know, they have such a long list of things you can't take as an athlete. You know, they're on such crazy diets.
Yeah.
So for him, not being able to participate for such a long time, and for the government to actually intervene to help, because it looks like he was going to lose that case.
Yeah.
And then now, fastest man in Africa breaks every single record.
Yeah, man.
Omanyala is single-handedly bringing Huda back to Nairobi full time.
Alafu msee ahemange anamaliza race ako tu. Bro, I just saw you. Alafu kila mtu ako huko hivi amejishika hivi ako tu like.
And he wants to run more. But then
he's coming for Nani's record. I'm sure he'll get it.
Bolt.
For Bolt's record. They're now like under 10 or 20 milliseconds apart.
Wow.
Damn, that's crazy.
Because Nani is at 9.7.
But Sasa, that's the other interesting thing. Okay, you can run fast. But the fact that you can actually work on your speed, still, it beats me. I don't understand.
It's insane.
Nikukimbia, bro. And now you're working on your speed to be faster.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
See, they'll do like at a regimen zenye atafanya. Maybe I'm the worst person to talk about working out.
Daktari.
But like najua atapiga matizi noma mpaka like stride yake increase na nini. I was watching some documentary about athletes and why they're superhumans, like basically. Like Mseka LeBron James spends $1 million a year just on his fitness and wellness and whatever. Someone like this boy of ours who we are really trying to rally behind, Lewis Hamilton, spends a shit ton of money on his fitness and his whatever. So I'm sure at Omanyala, he has a lot of
dieting,
now that Adidas is in the
he's in the picture now.
It has to be proper.
He's dope. I'm wishing him all the best.
Yeah,
He got this.
He got
this.
From Omanyala. Shout out from Omanyala, bro. And because for the longest time we've been known for long distance running. We've never really had for short distance.
Yeah.
Sprints. Call them sprints.
Sprints
We've never really had
exciting.
success. We've never had success in sprints like that. And it's crazy because he's done relay 400 and 800 meters. The relay one.
400.
Yeah, because also he's in that Kenyan team and they're winning every single race. Because he's the last guy kumaliza so.
It's done.
we are
It's
like,
a win.
It's done. So Omanyala. Then there is Safari. Okay, there was the billboard. Mwangi, you called it the billboard conversations.
The billboard, the billboard that should have been an email.
Yeah.
I really loved it. I loved the direction in that company.
I didn't
So
get
basically,
it
for guys who
on.
didn't know, I hope we can pull this. Let me just read it then, Mwangi, you can tell us what happened.
Insurance, yeah.
So there's a company called G Insurance. I might put a free promo, but they deserve it.
Yeah.
So they basically put up a billboard that they're addressing the Safaricom CEO. Then it read, "Dear Mr. Ndegwa, we are the largest fire in industrial insurer in Kenya. Your business is safe with us, and that's the simple, honest, transparent truth." Then hashtag facts only and communication. And and the Safaricom CEO responded. He was like, "Dear Mr. Gina." Hiyo jina mtaiona hapo kwa screen. "Thank you for the information. A simple phone call will do next time. Just call me on Kenya's widest and fastest network, Safaricom. And before you call, simply dial *444# blah blah blah. Basically to advertise. Best regards, Mr. Ndegwa." I thought this was so dope. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, how is it not? How didn't we come up? Can you imagine if we set up a mic check billboard outside Safaricom or wherever and actually shoot your shoot?
Yeah.
Shoot your
shot. Shoot your shot.
Yo, the reason I like it is because every single billboard was... You see, like, the Safaricom one ends with, "That's the simple, honest, transparent truth." And that's Safaricom's offer.
Tagline,
Their brand promise. It's simple, honest, transparent for you. The one for Total Energies ended up with...
Oh, he did a bunch. Okay.
So I think
Give us the
there were
story.
like
Tell
three.
us the
Maybe
story.
there was another bank. I think the Total Energies one ended up with, "Hi, do you know we're the whatever, biggest insurer in Africa, in Kenya?" And then it was... Total Energies is about clean energy or something together. So the end points, I'll look for them. We'll put them on the screen. But the end copy on all of them had like a payoff line that sort of reads from your brand promise. So I really liked it as a personal touch. It split the creative industry into two. Like some people were...
This is your
for it.
industry.
Yeah. I was in a WhatsApp group where this conversation was back and forth for like the longest. And someone
Why?
was saying, because guys were saying, oh my God, this is such cheap marketing. And there are guys who are, this
Are
is
you
brilliant
serious?
marketing.
This is
And then
brilliant.
guys like, why would you pay for a billboard? And then everyone is like, we are all here because we are creatives.
Yeah.
We can't be doing the same old thing. So someone said, as much as we don't agree on whether this was a good or a bad campaign, and maybe the numbers will answer that, what we can agree on is that they're doing something different. They're taking your normal piece of touch point media space and turning it into something that's bigger. And it's been done before. Like a lot of people, I know guys who created the world's first smellable website and they won awards for it. I know guys who put a rhino on Tinder.
Who did what?
Put a rhino on Tinder. The last,
rhino?
yeah, and they won a very big award for it. It's called the most eligible bachelor.
They put a rhino on Tinder.
Yeah.
The Tinder, the dating app.
Yes.
Like an actual rhino.
Yeah. The one that died. So it was called Sudan.
Ah.
The last white male Northern
Yeah,
they were like,
yeah.
see, they needed to raise money so that they can do the animal
That
husbandry.
is
and
brilliant.
whatever.
That is super, yeah.
So they termed him, this is the most eligible bachelor on earth.
Oh, wow.
It's the last one. And then when you swipe right, it gave you a donation link. And then
That's
it was
dope.
dope, yeah.
Shush.
Shout out to Emeron and Max that are behind that work. But you see, like, people are using different mediums differently. Sprite had a talking billboard. It was called Build the Board.
Even
I saw that one.
Even Sparkcom had the talking billboard.
Yeah.
That so they'd have they installed this. This happened in the CBD, right? No, in some highways they had cameras that would record in real time. Like literally, you'll be in traffic and you see your car on the billboard. They had the electronic billboards, and then they would ask you to wave if you see your car.
Yeah.
And that was fun. Yeah.
I feel like, because we're moving from this point of advertising, Malilkwa, just you see a TV commercial. you see a
Mama
print ad.
nani, umetumia sabuni?
Yeah. Sasa unashinda manga.
Yeah, so me, I'm happy to see how the creative economy just thrives. And people, it can only happen if you try new things. So shout out to GA Insurance. They did a lot
They
I
of
think now
tried.
they've challenged us.
Yeah.
Let's think of a smart
How
way
we
we
finna
can
get
shoot
into this
our shots
paper?
at someone. So,
Yeah,
let's think about it.
that's dope.
Yeah. Superboy is back. Our favorite person to talk about.
Gang, gang, baby.
Steve-O. Yeah. Steve-O, uko aje?
Who's managing you?
Hi, guys.
Uko aje? Niko guda. Now there's a new one.
Sina shege.
He makes it so easy to troll him.
So he's back, and this time around he has an Amapiano record. Let me tell you.
Does it bang?
You know,
He honestly is really good.
Nah, bro. This is not
good.
good.
Does he sing in it?
He's
Yeah,
talking.
he does.
No, it's not
Does he?
nice.
He does. Imagine it's alright for Steve-O.
Honestly, I've not had it. So
I was watching from outside the club.
No, he's hating from the bottom of his heart. I'm sure I'll hate it. Let me speak on it.
Nah, honestly, it's alright. It's alright.
Okay.
It's very decent compared to his previous work. Yeah, in Dampere 9 Gia beats.
Gia beats. How could I get us a beat?
I want to
Them
see.
they are
I'll go
nice
watch it
beats.
nione kama iko na credits. Nikiona hapo maproducer na manini nitawaambia nyinyi ndo mnaharibu kijana wetu.
Nah, they try.
But shout out
Really
to
tried.
Nini, Simple Boy. So, okay, how long have you guys been running? 1 hour, 11 minutes.
Sawa.
I feel like
That's the
it's
last
been-
topic.
No.
Good.
It
Because
felt like 2 hours.
It's JM.
we have, yeah.
That's-
Okay, we have 3 more.
Okay.
But maybe we could go through. Okay, let's finish Khaligraph. Let's talk about Nini OG. Then now we decide to pick one between JM and the ICT bill.
Okay.
Or we could save even for the next. Yeah. So Khaligraph's ex Cashy claims apparently Mr. Omolo is a deadbeat dad. That amekuwa akisema gigs hazilipi.
Omolo kana do.
Omolo kana do.
Chofala.
She's drinking a house.
Yeah. But me, here's one thing I've never understood. How are you outrightly there with 2 kids? And you're loving
He has more than.
He has more than 2 kids.
Oh, okay. With the current baby
With the
mama.
current
She's
baby
just
mama.
two.
and
Oh, it's 2
previous one,
babies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me only know of 2 kids. But how are you loving the hell out of one? I love ignoring the other one. How does
Yeah,
that work?
doesn't make
How is your other
sense.
toy on Instagram, nicely clothed, nini, staying with you? And then
So
the
maybe
other toy is
maybe the other baby can't say standing.
Hey,
This one.
Nikwambia, what's your first word? Say OG. Cashy. OG. Yeah.
but Sasa, and this is not the first time she's claiming that he's a deadbeat. Honestly, I don't know what's going on in that relationship, whether he's supportive or not. I just know if you decide to make a baby, you must
just do your due diligence.
fucking take care of them.
Come on.
Yeah, don't be a deadbeat
Yeah,
playing
Ujia
border
gonna do.
patrol.
You understand? It's not
Ujana
like you're
panga
broke.
mambo so do inaenda wapi?
I'm a fake.
Ujali kwanga. No,
Mambaki ni so doing because it doesn't buy
As had a show about where celebrities show off their kicks, whatever.
Oh yeah, I've
you
seen
remember
it.
idea?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Then Ujia kaulizwa like kiatu yake ni how much? Amesema 8K na ni sijui Dior gani. Some sneaker, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, bro.
you spend real money
On
fake
fake
shoes.
shoes.
Imagine.
Come on.
Watu wakubai Rolex za 40K.
7K.
7K.
Alafu anazishika na gloves IG. You know, the number of good watches you can get with that money.
Oh my
I wish
gosh.
tungekuwa na nini. So if these claims are real, tungekuwa na gun effects leo tungempiga magunshots.
Hey.
Oh, try.
Motive, turn me up on them gunshots.
So OG na Simple Boy
Weka pamoja lakini.
nimeweka pamoja nikawa Wajackoya. So Wajackoya. So anyway, but honestly, this is sad.
Like,
just-
don't do that.
Take care of your kids, man.
Yeah.
And I think it was in response to her current girlfriend posting, wishing him Father's Day and saying about how he's such a cool dad, which he probably is. I don't know.
To one kid.
So
Exactly.
If you're a good
kids.
dad to one kid, alafu the
See,
other one,
it's
okay.
two. Cashy, this is the ex.
One.
Okay.
Wait, OG doesn't have 2 kids with the current.
He has 3. 2 with the current, 1
Yeah.
with Cashy.
Yeah.
But you can't be nice to your
2 and
Second
neglect
and
your
third
because
one.
you neglect your first. Like this is products that your package is working. Unalenga aje.
And also, Cashy claimed that he cheated because the timeline between when she was pregnant
And when they got together,
the other kid was born.
it's not too
within 1
many
year.
months apart.
Hey.
True. True.
Yeah.
celebrities. Simwache tu kuwa na relationships basi.
Sawa. So there's JM and there's the ICT bill. What do you guys feel like talking about?
I guess
the last
Wait,
discussion.
what's jam?
JM Kariuki. So the family that donated 75 acres to.
No, I guess since the ICT bill thing is still continuous, I guess we can cover that.
Or next time.
Yeah.
Next time. So JM. So the story basically is the family of JM Kariuki, who was assassinated in the 70s or 90s. 75 there, somewhere. Yeah, if Kama says 75, it's on Mariah.
It's 75.
Donated 75 acres of land to squatters who have been sitting on it since like 1992.
So the squatters are already there.
They're already
Yeah.
there.
So alishindwa kuwafukuza ama basi kaeni.
Then let me see.
Amwendi
Sawa, basi kati.
Yeah. So I'm like, I read on this. I'm like, oh, this is so dope, you know. And I was curious to find out who JM is. Again, I've heard the name. I knew the name, but I didn't know much. I don't. Did we even read about him? Maybe in passing. I don't think there was much
yeah.
focus.
Just
Alitajwa
about
mahali tu.
yeah, he's just
Yeah,
about
yeah,
his
yeah,
death.
exactly.
That was it.
So I was like, yeah, let me do some digging. One, just to get this out of the way, so we talk about JM. According to businesstimes.co.ke, the Kenyatta family owns at least 500,000 acres of prime land spread across the country. 500,000 acres, bro.
Shit.
That's insane.
My mind can't even imagine 500,000 acres to begin with.
What is the thing
And-
about calculating could change acres to hectares?
Why?
Hiyo ndio nataka kujua.
1
Ndio
hectare is
niwapatie.
equals to 1,000.
Okay.
So I can just do it online.
Yeah, 1,000
Then,
ama 100.
then I was checking how many converting. Let me see.
Acres to
500,000 acres to unataka tu kilometers.
hectares.
Hectares.
But
Kama 2
hectares,
kilometers squared.
kilometers, yes. 100 square meters are equal to 1 acre.
1 Aries.
1 hectare. With a H.
So when umejua hizo vitu zote umeona like why do you know this?
Sijua najua.
Sijali kumbuka.
I know.
But ebu angalia
Ebu say it
acres,
again.
just say acres to
what
kilometers.
I found it.
Km squared.
So 500,000 acres is 2,223 kilometers.
200? 200 and-
2,223 kilometers.
Damn.
That's like 100 kilometers this way and then 22 kilometers this way. So everything in between. If it was a box.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Hiyo ni kama kutoka
2,000
hapa
kilometers.
mpaka
Hata
sio Kimau.
kutoka hapa hadi coast ni 200 another 250 kilometers from here to coast.
Wewe. Cost ni 480
Are you
kilometers.
serious? Oh yeah, you're right. 400.
It's almost 5 sock, yeah.
So imagine almost 5
What?
sock here to Mombasa. So now you're 4 times.
Yeah. 4 kilometers.
Do you know how many squatters we have in the country? The last they checked, we had over 300k.
Let's put some
Yani
shit.
kila mtu anaweza pewa- kila mtu anaweza pewa eka.
Kila mtu anaweza patiwa.
Na atulie.
Na
Baki
bado
na
watakuwa na
200.
another more than 200k of land. Anyway, so JM Kariuki, I did some digging. Apparently, okay, he was very popular and was very flamboyant.
Yeah.
Even like he set the pace for the Johors and the Sonkos,
And
the
the
flamboyant
playboy.
businessmen. And he was a playboy. Then he became very popular because he was dishing out so much money in Harambes. And the government didn't sit very well with the government. But also, he was very vocal about the common mwananchi and supporting
Yeah.
people.
Okay.
And he was one of the people in the parliament when he was still active that would publicly and he would be very outspoken about taking care of mwananchi. But then he started to amass a lot of wealth. He was minister for tourism at some point, and according to, I don't remember whatever article, he was involved like in ivory trade and some other things.
Okay.
But also he had like a lot of legit businesses. And the last time he was seen, he was at the Hilton, and he was at the Hilton. Then the head of the GSU at the time came, dished him out, and that's the last time he was seen. His body was found in Ngong, like, of course.
Damn.
Wamefanya ile kitu. Yeah. You had read on some things.
Yeah,
Sikia umeshtuka sana.
pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But now they were saying this thing about the land situation.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's always been about that. Like, that's just always been him. Like, regardless of, the way he's rich and everything. Land, apparently even from Kitambo, he used to give out land to poor people. So I'm not surprised that his family probably wanaendelesha that legacy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's what the old man would have wanted.
Yeah.
But then, so I was just reading on his story, and when I was also reading on Wajackoya, the whole thing for Robert Oko, and just realizing how being active at that time was so dangerous. Like, these guys would just disappear.
Yeah.
And it's such a thing. It happens still now for sure, but then, of course, it's gone way down,
And apparently, the article that I was reading, they said when his wife identified the body, she left, in the parliament, she came back, they were trying to push his body out of the window. So I was like,
What?
yeah, ati angechelewa na 10 minutes, by the way, there would have been no funeral ya GM.
Out of what window?
And also,
Yeah, city mortuary.
yeah.
Sasa anguke huko nje.
No, like they were trying to, because when
Just
she
get
came,
rid of the
she came
body
to identify
completely.
the body, but walikuwa wamemwaga acid, so it's like she was not supposed to recognize it.
Yeah.
But kile alikuwa amevaa, and she could some green. Apparently, he was wearing a green scarf. That's what she recognized him with. But the tag was saying unknown. So of course, in iyo anger, because apparently there was a debate in parliament, and they had said that he's in Zambia for some meeting.
Actually,
so
President
she's
Moi
like,
at the time who was not a president at the time, but he was in charge of either security.
He was,
He was
yeah.
one of the ministers. He's the one who announced that he's actually
he's in
not
Zambia.
dead. He's in Zambia.
And his friend, so they called her friend, and the friend was like, Umse ayuko Zambia. So then after days, that's when now she identified the body. Then she went to Pasiju, which alimwagilia some MP chai. So that whole commotion, when she comes back to city mortuary, actually the whole place in Misarandiwa na cops, then she notices like there were some guys who were trying to push the body out of the window.
It's fucking crazy. Because it's
fucking crazy.
Because oh yeah. So I was gonna say, because clearly, if you read into the details of how he was found and what transpired after, and how Parliament took, and Moi was in charge of whatever cabinet, I think Interior or something, the government was doing everything to
just get
conceal
rid
the
of
whole
him.
thing and let it go. So definitely taken out allegedly by the state.
Shut.
Yeah. Because his aspirations for becoming president, especially in the 1974, 70 something elections, like he was becoming increasingly popular, and he became a threat for the 74 elections. Who won 74 elections?
See,
Kenyatta.
Sani died in 78.
Were there people who were running at the time?
So it was a one-party state.
One party state.
Yeah, it was a one-party state. But then, there were liberals who were fighting it from way back, Yeah, so it's not always been the same. But anyway, episode 17, we are mic check. Mtu mtu asiseme eti hatujamwambia about
Over 26. This is
This is the Brunch Club. Over 26.
Welcome back to
The mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.